We're late. We're late. We're late. We're late. We're late. And I mean, technically, it's still 1:01, but I wasn't paying attention when it said it's go time.
Hello.
Hey, people. I can't see crap, so you're going to have to give me one moment. One moment. All right. So, from the title, you guys already know we're going to be talking about Birthmas. We're going to be talking about topless trees because it's just we're talking about things that irritate me. Well, not the Birthmas part, but the
Birthmas irritates the hell out of her.
That's right. Birthmas and the people behind it just piss me off. No, I'm just kidding. But so let's start with Birthmas because I told you guys in my video that I'd go kind of more into like the story behind how Crystal and I met because all I really told you guys was we met at school or college. But I gotta tell you because we met in, I'm pretty sure it was called Introduction to Criminal Justice.
Yes.
And when I said this part in my video, but if you haven't watched my video, it's when I walked in, I started like literally profiling people. Like there was this group of girls like right when we walked in, and I'm like, no, those are definitely bitchy girls. I don't want anything to do with them. And there were like some guys and a few other weird looking girls. And then you get over to Crystal, and then there's Erica that's sitting by her already. And I said, she looks like good people. She's definitely a nerd, though. and the reason, and I said this part in my video too, but the reason I said she's a nerd is because she was wearing a Hanson shirt. And it was the one from the Bop album. And then I made her mad. I kind of made her mad that day too because I said, "Oh, Hanson, aren't they the ones that sing Bop?" She's like, they sing other stuff too. but but anyway, now to the part of the story I did not tell you guys because it really is about the class, not Crystal. But so I said I walked in and I started profiling people. Our very first thing, our teacher came in, was starting to talk, and he said, "Okay, now we're going to do like this little game." It ended up being like a profiling style game, but we didn't know that until like towards the end because he started asking us like random questions, and we would separate into like.
Who was she? It was Dr. Blair.
No, this is Dr. Castillo, or not Dr. Detective Castillo, the main guy. Not Dr. Blair. Introduction to Criminal Justice was Castillo.
I remember the first class being Dr. Blair.
No. Dr. Blair was the freaking... She wasn't even a criminal justice teacher. She did all... Because it was that one where they teach you how to write resumes and crap like that. That was Dr. Blair. Castillo was the Introduction to Criminal Justice.
Well, I know that.
Then where are you talking about Dr. Blair from?
Because I still remember meeting you.
Oh, you're remembering wrong because we met in Introduction to Criminal Justice because that was my first class. My first class was not Dr. Blair's. My first class was Introduction to Criminal Justice. That's where I met you at. But anyway, we did this thing where he would like ask questions. Like, I don't remember some of them. I think one of them was like, have you ever like failed a class or something like that? But anyway, we separated like based off of, it ended up being like this half of the room versus this half of the room. And then each side of the room was still broken down, I think, into like 2 or 3 other groups. And then each group from each side was assigned another group from the other side, vice versa. And we had to basically profile what we thought of that person. And I don't remember. exactly everything. But I remember we profiled some girl across the way. We were like, yeah, she's, she's a troubled person. She didn't do good in school and stuff like that. And everything was pretty much right. And then someone profiled me and was saying that I was a goody goody. I did everything my parents told me to do. I made good grades in school. And basically everything they said about me was wrong. and and Dan, that was our teacher's name, Dan Castillo. And we always called him Dan. But said he said, "Are you sure you answered my questions right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I sure did answer your questions right." Because I think one of them said something about, had to have been about like jail or something. I don't remember, but I was not on that side of the room. I just thought it was so funny that they profiled me all completely wrong. And I'm pretty sure they profiled Crystal wrong too. I can't remember because she was on my side of the room. But then there was another kid on our side of the room, and like he didn't fit in any of the categories, kind of, because he was the one single person, and he was the one that Dan said wouldn't make it. That he wouldn't make it. Not that he wouldn't graduate school. He wouldn't make it in criminal justice. He'd end up dropping the program and going into something else. And he was the one that ended up dropping like week 3 and switching to like computer programming or something.
Yeah,
so, but the other side of the classroom, because he told us his predictions at the end of the game after we did everything, and he was telling us that this was a profiling test, and that based off of where we are in the classroom, he can pretty much tell us where we'll be at. And like the group Kristen and I was in, we were definitely going to graduate, make it out into the world. And the other side of the class, he said that they, like, what did he say? Something like along the lines of 90% of you won't even make it to your last year. And he was so right, because even by the end of first year, half of those girls had already dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of them realized, because he straight up, very first class, he told us, if you have any criminal history, you will not get a job in this field. So if you are here to be this, he listed off a bunch of a bunch of jobs, then you might want to reconsider. And one girl literally said she was taking the class because she wanted to figure out how to get her boyfriend out of jail. And I'm like, why would you spend however much a semester of classes cost to figure out how to get your boyfriend out of jail?
Seriously.
Like, stupid. So, yeah, a lot of people ended up dropping because of that, because they have criminal records and they didn't want to do the jobs that you could actually do with a criminal record in the field. So, which is very few and far between. I think they're a little bit more lenient now because they are running out of people to hire. But like, because I know back when we were in school, you couldn't even be a police officer if you had a criminal history. And now I'm pretty sure, as long as it wasn't like for certain crimes, now you can be a police officer. I don't know. But yeah, that was the day 1 of meeting Crystal. That's what we did. I don't know what she remembers, because she apparently doesn't remember meeting me in Introduction to Criminal Justice, which was literally the first class, because that was the first day of that semester, and that was the first class of that I was scheduled. So it would have had to have been the first class you were scheduled, because that was literally day 1 of the new semester. But she remembers Dr. Blair, which we did take Dr. Blair. Me, you, and Erica were in Dr. Blair's class together too, because we had to do that project and Erica didn't help at all. And I think Dr. Blair realized that, because she didn't give Erica a good grade. on that, and we got a good grade. So I felt bad for Erica, though. She was going through a lot.
I just sent you a message.
Oh. No, that's literally what happened. So you must have switched ones at some point, because I don't know what you remember, but that's what happened. So if anyone switched planes, it was you, because I know we were in Dr. Blair's class together because we did that project, but that was not our first class. In fact, I'm pretty sure Dr. Blair was the last class of the week, because am I frozen? No, okay.
No.
It looked like I was frozen for a minute there. Oh, well, you're definitely in a different timeline than me then, because I would have never said that. We never met in Dr. Blair's class. We met in Introduction to Criminal Justice. So I have no idea. You know, you could say this out loud, right?
I just don't know how much people know.
We've talked about timelines and stuff before.
Not here.
Yes. We've talked about the Mandela effect and being on different things. So yes, we have talked about that. Not on this. It was Let's Get Real, but that was one of the videos that's uploaded on my other channel. So
yeah, well, one of us has flown down one, because I remember Dr. Blair. I remember meeting you in Dr. Blair's class.
No, we definitely did not. I mean, if that's what you believe, I can't say you're wrong, because it just means you're not in the same timeline as me, apparently.
Like,
but
everything you said, everything in the beginning where you're talking about the classroom and stuff like that, it all meshed with the way we were sitting and everything. But then you started to say he, and I was like, wait, no. I'm like, no, Dr. Blair was a woman. And so
Dr. Blair's class wouldn't have been set up that way, because, and I mean,
we had those long tables.
Not in Dr. Blair's class.
Yeah, in Dr. Blair's class we had the long tables.
This is how it was set up in Introduction to Criminal Justice. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Where we had
the tables, the long tables that we were sat at. And then we ended up like getting together and grouped up together. Your brother was in that class too. Robbie was in Dr. Blair's class with us.
Was he?
Yeah.
This is how Dr. Blair's class was set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the long tables.
Yeah, but not like this. This is how Introduction to Criminal Justice was set up. When I walked in, right here were the bitches, and then up here were the random people, and over here was you and Erica. It would have actually been the other way around, because you walked in on this side, but you know what I mean.
See, I can't even remember, like, I remember us doing something like that, but I don't remember Intro to Criminal Justice.
And
I kind of remember that, that we did what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of, like, it's vaguely in there somewhere, but I don't remember that class.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the memory of it is mostly gone. But I remember Dr. Blair. I remember, because that's the one I met you. And that's why I remember Dr. Blair's classes, because that's the one where I met you. I remember her talking about her car note and shit. Remember that one time when she was just sitting there, like, flipping off the $100 bills and shit and just letting them fly? And everyone was like, okay. And then she's like, this is my car note. And she starts picking it back up and everything. But then she had us doing that one big ass project or whatever. And then
I don't even remember her throwing money around.
I don't know. You may not have been there that day. I don't even know. But
I didn't really miss very many days that you didn't also miss.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I remember that's one of the memories I have of her is like tossing money around. But I can't remember, like, it was just because she was like flinging it around or whatever. And then I remember her doing that. And because she was making some kind of a statement with it. But one thing I remember is her like flinging the money around and people are just kind of like staring at her. And then she picks it up and she's like, this is my car note, whatever. But, and then
I think I remember two different Dr. Blairs, because the Dr. Blair I remember was like very poised.
Yeah, she was too.
No nonsense.
Yeah, this one was too. That's what I'm saying. It was like, because that's why it was so weird that she was like flinging the money around, but she was doing it to make a point.
Mm.
That's why I just can't remember what the point was, because I was just kind of like, why the fuck is she flinging her money around? I think she was saying that people don't normally go around just like flinging money out and shit. Mm. And then she's picking it back up, and then because she was saying people don't just, and she was saying that she wouldn't do that either, and that was her car note, and that's why she was picking it up. And because she was saying that she normally wouldn't have that much on her either, but it was like her car note, and she was about to like pay for her, like make a car payment, and that's why she had it on her, because she hadn't like made her car payment yet or whatever. And so she said, I don't normally have this much on me either, but because she was like, the average person doesn't just go around carrying like stacks of, $100 bills, and I think that's like the point she was making, is like people don't normally go around carrying like stacks of cash. And so, or something like that. And because she was making some kind of point like that. But I think it was like when she was she was getting into introducing us to like one of our big projects or whatever that we were about to do, our group project, I think, where she was like about to divide us up into, I think we were in like 4 or 5 people a piece or whatever like that.
I don't know. The only project I remember was me, you, and Erica.
Yeah. I didn't remember how many people we were with. I just remember that we had that group project, and then me and you did all the fucking work, and Erica didn't do anything.
Yep, she didn't even show up on the day that it was due.
Nope.
That's why the teacher was like, did she even do anything? And we're like, yeah. I think she knew we were lying, because Erica didn't get a good grade, and she blamed us for saying, not putting her name on it, or saying that she didn't help or something like that. And we're like, no, we told her you helped.
Yeah, we covered for her ass.
I said that she probably could tell you didn't, because.
Well, that was I think that was closer towards the end of the semester, like around the time that her mom was getting bad. And so I think like they knew, like all the teachers were knowing what was going on. And so they knew like why we were covering for her and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think her mom had passed yet, but I think her mom was just sick.
Yeah. I don't think her mom passed until the middle of second semester.
Yeah. Because I think her mom
she didn't. She wasn't there at all the second year.
No. She didn't come back.
No.
And the second semester, she was barely there.
Yeah.
They may not have let her come back. They might have told her she couldn't come back.
Yeah, it's possible. Or that she'd have to start over.
Mm-hmm. So no, we went and saw her, and we were because we were telling her that we would help her and stuff like that, and she didn't seem to go along with it or whatever.
Yeah.
She didn't seem to really care. So maybe it didn't matter.
Yeah. I just felt sad for her. Because I know we both have lost our moms, but could you imagine have had been her age? Because she was like a lot younger than us. Not a lot. She was in her early 20s.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I could imagine losing my mom at that age. It's hard enough losing her at 38. Was I 38? 37? I might have been 37. I don't remember how old I was. I don't even remember how old I am half the time, so I don't know. I don't know if I could have imagined losing my mom at her age though. So
Because I think she was probably like 22, 23.
yeah, I know she was old enough to drink because we used to go to like Hooters and stuff.
Hooters.
People are like, "What? You guys went to Hooters?" We literally went to Hooters because Erica. What happened? We went somewhere and there was a Hooters. I think it was that day we went to the jail or something like that for the field trip.
Yeah.
And since we drove ourselves, we all drove ourselves, but since we drove together, I meant instead of driving individually, we were taking Erica home. We were like, well, where should we go? And someone said Hooters, and we pulled in.
I think we went somewhere else first, but didn't we go to like TGI Fridays or something?
Oh yeah, we did. We went there. You got like Irish coffee.
Irish cream or Irish coffee or something, yeah.
Yeah. So we went there first. Oh yeah, and Erica had too much to drink. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And we were driving by.
And then I saw Hooters.
And
Hooters!
I'm like, and after that, we did end up going to Hooters. Not that day, but we did start going to Hooters. I think we went like twice before she gave up school. So, I don't know. Yeah. And then let's see. Other things I kind of brushed on. I didn't really talk about them. I just was talking about some of our trips and like the ones that had good points but had bad points, like the Myrtle Beach trip.
Mm.
And we're not talking about the tire situation because for me that was a high point.
I know, that was one of the best parts.
That was one of the worst things that could have happened that turned into a great moment. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
But, then we get like there, and because I'm not following the path that Keisha has mapped out for us, it's automatically we're going to be lost and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
we're wasting her money is what it was.
And then she didn't spend a damn dime. That's what pissed me off the most. She did not spend a dime. And like we went out to eat. She never gave us money, first of all. Well, she did end up giving us like $50 or something like that, like a week later, because you weren't talking to her.
Yeah.
So she's like, if this is what's going to get you to talk to me again. $50, seriously? That was probably your meal day one, because we went to a restaurant and we were under the impression that Keisha was paying for her and Brittany this whole trip, that Gail had given them money for food and that we were just covering the hotel and getting there. That's what we were under the impression. We even said if we had to spend some on Brittany, that was fine because Brittany didn't work at the time, but Keisha had a job. And so she was paying for her to eat and stuff like that for sure.
Well, it was Brittany's birthday too, so it was like we were covering Brittany was fine.
Right. But then we go out to eat day one and Keisha's like, well, I don't have money for this. And we're like, then why did you order the most expensive thing on the menu? And on top of that, she
chose
ordered
the restaurant.
Yeah, she chose the restaurant, ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, purposefully ordered something. No, Brittany then purposefully ordered something. Their dynamic cracks me up. Brittany purposefully ordered fish, and I guess Keisha's allergic to it or something.
Yep.
So I almost got him backwards, but yeah, that I'm just like, and Keisha's just like, you're trying to kill me, blah, blah, blah. And Brittany's like, don't sit next to me then. Like, and then, because I don't know if it was Keisha's plan that whole time, like, I'm going to get them to pay for everything. And it rubbed me the wrong way. It ruined the trip. Hey, Michelle. And it just got to the point where, I think we were there before we even went to the concert. I'm pretty sure I told you I'm just ready to go home because that's how much the trip was ruined for me at that point.
Yeah, then we get back home and Keisha's all, oh my God, you owe me money. What?
Didn't pay her anything. She ended up paying us money. So
yeah, but she was saying that we owed her money when we first got back.
No, we sure the frick did not.
No, we didn't, but she was saying that we did. She was throwing that fit.
Mm-hmm. And we stopped talking to her. Because I sat there and I wrote down everything we spent on her, and you gave it to her and asked her where we owed her money from.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stopped talking to her altogether, and then she's finally like, I have money for you. Maybe it'll get you to start talking to me again. But yes, Michelle, uploading takes so long.
No, I hate it.
The other day it told me like 43 minutes, and then I had come back 30 minutes later thinking, oh, it's almost gonna be uploaded, and it changed it to like an hour and 43 minutes. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was almost on the phone with Comcast that day. I was almost gonna be like, you can take this shitty ass internet and shove it up your ass, but I didn't. I just pray that when we move, there's other options besides Comcast because I freaking hate them. Oh, I couldn't imagine. I don't know how you guys do it because I don't know if Crystal uses her cell phone to upload videos or not. But
no, I use a computer.
But I couldn't. I know Fearfully Created. I don't know if you guys know who that is. But I don't know if she still uses just her phone or not, but I could not imagine. Because I get frustrated enough editing on a computer. If I was sitting there editing my videos on my phone, I'd be like, no! See, I schedule all my videos, so except here lately, I've just been hitting upload, so because I'm over Vlogmas at this point. If you want me to be honest, but I'm not giving up. Not giving up. We're so close to the end. I'm not giving up.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I don't remember if I mentioned. I think I mentioned that we did do a cross-country trip to Arizona, but I don't think I ever mentioned why in the video. But Crystal and I were originally going to move to Arizona. Mm-hmm. And we went out there. We looked at apartments. We researched jobs. We were all set. And then we went and saw a psychic.
Oh, God.
And I have to first say this disclaimer. If you go to a psychic, don't go with other people. Like you can go with other people, but go into your reading alone. Because I'm pretty sure that we paid for 2 separate readings. So he read Crystal first and then he read me. But I'm pretty sure some of the messages that he was given to Crystal might have been meant for me. I don't know. Also, Crystal, fun fact. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but there's literally a person that works for Justin's company. Like he's one of the manager type people in Justin's company. And in Orlando, guess what his name? It's his initials are
JP.
Mm-hmm. And you want to know what else?
Hmm?
He's Italian. I'm like, holy crap. That's a whole different story that we ended up like given up on a long time ago. But yeah, that's. Oh, but Arizona was fun. I mean, besides the fact of getting blamed for the air conditioning breaking, it was
Where
fun.
was Psychic at?
That was the Psychic was the one we went to at our favorite New Age store.
What, here?
No, in Indianapolis, the one down across from Half Price Books.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, not the Psychic in Tulsa. She just told me to get another dog. I never asked her about, because I was already married at that point when we saw her. But the one we saw when we went to the Psychic in Indianapolis, we paid for separate readings, but we sat in there together. And when he was giving you your reading, you were asking him about relationships and stuff like that, because we were told by the way, Crystal and I I'll just say used to use, because we haven't used them in a while, but we used to use spirit boards. And one of the things the spirit board told us was that her soulmate's initials were JP, and that he lived in Florida. So more specifically, Orlando. And so when we saw the Psychic
off of the spirit board.
Huh?
I thought all that came off the spirit board and not of the Psychic.
I just said that. I said you missed that part. I said you and I used to use spirit boards, and one of the things we got from the spirit board was JP was the initials of your soulmate, and he lived in like Orlando, Florida. So when we went to the Psychic, he knew nothing about this. We never told him anything about this, but we were doing a reading, and Crystal straight up said or asked if she would ever meet the love of her life. And he told her she needed to go south. And she's like, well, where south? And she's like, Georgia? He's like, you need to go south. She's like, Florida? And he just kind of stopped there, didn't repeat it. So we assumed that Florida was where we needed to be. And so that's why we stopped Arizona and start focusing on Florida.
Technically, I have gone south. I mean,
but we're talking about this story.
I realize that, but what I'm saying is technically I have gone south. Why are you doing that?
Oh. But anyway, so but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything.
What? Keep going. I'm just saying that technically I did go south.
And
I realize that Florida is not where I went, but I did go south.
Well, technically you did go to Florida. You moved
I
to
did
Florida.
Go to Florida.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. Anyway, but let's start talking about back to our Arizona trip. We went out there. We left. Well, first of all, I didn't sleep for almost 3 days because I had worked third shift the night before. And then I drove the whole way to Arizona, which is like a 29-hour drive. We stopped for like an hour and ended up just getting back on the road because the
hotel was creepy.
The hotel was very yeah. Yeah. I took a shower. Crystal took a shower because I was going to try to rest while she took a shower. So after she got out of the shower, I still hadn't fell asleep because I just could not.
The needles were coming out of everywhere.
Yeah, it was just I did not trust myself to sleep there because of the things that we found in that hotel room. And so when she got out of the shower, I got in the shower, I got out of the shower, and I said, "Do you just want to go?" And she said, "Yes." So we left. And so basically we paid, I think, $30 to take a shower. Because we did not stay at the, well, back then hotels weren't outrageously expensive anyway, but it was also not the nicest place to stay. So, and the only reason we stopped is because we were driving through this part of Texas that they did not have street lights, that it was just pure blackness, and I just thought for sure I was going to fall asleep.
Well, the girl in Tennessee almost killed us.
What?
The girl from Tennessee almost killed us when we wanted to go to Graceland.
That was a different trip.
Was it really? Was that when we went to Arkansas? Was that when we wanted to go to Little Rock?
That was, yeah, yes. Well, we went to, that's when we went down for Jennifer's wedding. And then we said, well, since we're already down here, we'll go, or no, before we go over there, or no, where were we going? It wasn't to Arizona because we went through Missouri and down Oklahoma through Texas. That's how we went to Arizona. But when was that? It was another trip. I'm trying to remember where we were going though. But we did go through and try to find the Little Rock. I remember that. And then we stopped and we found the Designing Women house.
And we found out the Little Rock, and Little Rock doesn't exist.
Yeah. They said, oh, that doesn't exist anymore. They took that out a long time ago. Great. Take it off your damn website. God, now I can't remember that trip. I don't think it wouldn't have been when we went for Jennifer's wedding. I don't think. It might have been because we might have went down through Tennessee because we were going to see Graceland. That girl almost ran us off a cliff. And then we went down to Little Rock. Well, I don't know. Wasn't Brittany with us when we went to Little Rock though?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just, I don't remember.
I don't remember either. That's the thing, because I remember Brittany went on another trip with us, but it was just her that time. And I can't remember what trip that was. I think I might just be thinking of the times we took her down to Indianapolis.
Maybe.
I don't know. Things start to run together. But I know when we came back from we were coming back from Arizona, we stopped in Tulsa, and Crystal got mad because the little boy asked her if she was my mom.
Oh God.
And after that, we weren't allowed to go back to the pool anymore. Oh man, those were good times. But we went to the Grand Canyon when we went out to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
We had saved up because we looked up ticket prices and we were like, yeah, we can make this work. On the way up to the Grand Canyon, we stopped at this gas
all day
station.
to get there.
Huh?
It took like all day to get there.
Oh yeah, it took a long time. It was ended up being like 6-hour drive from Tucson. And I didn't realize that because in Indiana you can get from the top to the bottom of the state in like 3 hours, but probably more than 3 hours. It just seems like it wouldn't take that long. But but we stopped at this gas station just to get a drink, and then we saw that their water was like 10 cents a bottle, so we stocked the cooler up. Mm-hmm. We were like, yes. So we got all this water. This guy said, man, you're thirsty. And I said, there are. Because back in Indiana, the water was like $1.50 a bottle. And they have them here in Arizona, 10 cents a bottle. Shit, yeah. So we filled up the cooler, bought some ice, put everything on ice, and then filled up the car, got back on the road. And we got to the Grand Canyon. We were all prepared to spend all this money to get in. And she's like, oh, it's free day. And I'm like, yes. Things were just working out for us. And then,
we got that book of people who like fell off into the ground.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened to that book. Do you have it?
I don't know. If I do, I don't know where it is.
I don't have it. So I don't know what happened anyway, but it was called like Death at the Grand Canyon or something like that. And it was about all these people who like just were doing normal things, walking, crap like that, or just not paying attention. Or it didn't talk about the ones that actually went out there to end their lives. It just talked about the accidental ones. So it was interesting to see. And when Pokemon Go first came out, there was a dude that literally walked off of a cliff because he was trying to catch a Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think the Grand Canyon ended up getting that Pokestop removed because of that. I don't know for sure though, but yeah. But I mean, let's see. Any more trips we want to talk about? I mean, we could talk about Chicago. That one led me to, well, the first trip to Chicago was just to get the tickets. And that one made me want to like start heavily drinking. But then when we were going back, my car broke down. And guess whose fault that was?
Yours.
Right. Mine, of course, because heaven forbid things just fucking happen. So we spent most of that day at the car dealership waiting for my dad to come get us. And then I told Crystal we could just get in her car and go up there. And she's like, might as well just go the next day now. And so we missed one of the days of the concert we paid for because she didn't want to get back in the car and just drive up there. Because we probably could have made it to the actual concert and then just checked into the hotel late. But she didn't want to. She was in a mood because my car broke and I made it break. Because I didn't want to go to the concert anyway. That's what she said. You didn't want to go to this concert anyway. You did this on purpose. Yep, you're right. I caused my car to break, causing my dad to have to spend about thousands of dollars to fix it because I didn't want to go to this concert anyway. But anyway, that wasn't one of the good trips.
Well,
I mean, it ended up being good because we stayed at the Westin, and my God, the beds at the Westin.
Like, you didn't have Brittany. I told you about that one time when I was home with my mom and everything, and she got me tickets to go to Chicago, and I was taking Brittany with me so I wouldn't be alone. And then I got Brittany like the entire time in the car. So we got this much gas in Chicago, 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 because I had Princess Sophia. Had the little gas thing on the on the dash, and it read out the gas that was left in the car. And every time the mileage would tick down on the gas thing, she would read it off and say, like, we got this much gas in Chicago, we have this much gas in Chicago, this much gas in Chicago. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I told her I had enough money to fill the gas tank up like probably once, but the gas tank was full when we left the house.
Right.
And we had enough gas to get up there.
Yeah.
And put gas in the car and then come back down.
Yeah.
We'd be fine. There was no way, like, we weren't going that far.
Yeah.
I mean, because the car would go, like, I think, like 300 and some miles on a full tank of gas. And Chicago was not that far away.
No, you could probably got to Chicago and halfway back before you needed gas.
Yeah. And that's what I kept trying to tell her. But because I made the freaking mistake of telling her I had, like, enough money to get gas one time and that was it. she was freaking the fuck out. And so we got up to like Gary, and I got sick and tired of hearing her mouth. So I was like, that's it, I'm turning around and we're going back home. We never had to get gas. But I told her, like, we're going back home. And she's like, remember, you're the one who turned around. So, like, to this day, I have never brought it up to her. Because she told me, remember, you're the one turning around. I'm not the one who told you to. And so I'm just like, but because it was like every freaking time. Because it would go down by like either 1 or by 2 or whatever. You know, because it didn't go down by 5s. It would go down by like miles.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and every time that little fucker like dropped a number, oh my God, we got this much gas in Chicago. I'm like, shut up.
I would have been like, hey, tell me when it says 40 miles to go. Until then, shut up.
Yeah, because she was saying that. We were like almost to fucking Gary, and it was still saying like 200 and some miles. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Mm.
Like, we're almost to Chicago, you dumb ass. Like, ugh. I think she got pissed because she didn't know, I guess, until like right then and there that she was going to be having to basically like drive her own ass back to the hotel. You know, after I got dropped off, she was going to drive her ass back to the hotel.
Mm.
And so,
welcome back.
Hello. So she didn't. So she was like freaking her ass out, I guess, because it was Chicago. It was probably for the best. I mean, probably if we would have gone, she probably would have wrecked my fucking car.
Probably. Because she's like you when it comes to driving. She's too high strung.
Hey, I can handle myself here. I'm fine.
Well, there, but could you handle yourself in Chicago?
I don't know. I don't know the last time.
Let's just say this. If you ever want to try, I'm not in the car with you.
I've driven there before. Like, I don't remember the last time I drove there, but
oh my God.
when my mom and I went there, I was driving.
Oh my God. I would, if I ever go back to Chicago, I'm flying and I'm just going to Uber. I'll let someone else deal with that. Oh my God. Chicago. Just thinking about it causes anxiety. Oh my God. All right. So do we have any more trips we want to talk about, or do we want to move on to topless trees? Do you have any more trips you can think of that were memorable?
I don't know.
She's like, no, all of them with you suck.
I've been on a lot of memorable trips, but you know, I liked when I went to Mackinac with my mama. But you didn't go, so.
Because I didn't want to intervene. I didn't want to interfere. Because you guys had been planning that for years, so I didn't want to be like, I'm tagging along.
Yeah, my siblings didn't even get in on that one. You know, and that was like a trip my mom wanted to go on for like how many years, and they didn't even get involved.
Oh, yeah, your siblings, they irritate me. Well, your sister does anyway. I don't really know your brother enough for him to irritate me. Kind of like we were going to fix up your mom's house, and they like heard about it somehow and started to be like, we're going to be doing this, this, and this to this house. And I'm like,
Yeah, they never did.
You're going to ruin this house is what you're going to do, because everything you're talking about doing is very expensive, because they were talking about taking that one wall out, which was load bearing. You could tell just by looking at it, it was load bearing. And I'm sitting there like, you are going to ruin this house. But I didn't say anything because we were talking about just fixing things that bothered your mom, like the kitchen sink, like in front of the kitchen sink and I think by the washer and stuff. So we were going to replace the floors in the kitchen and we were going to redo the bathroom. And that was pretty much everything else just needed like paint and stuff like that. But those were the two major things, was some of the stuff in the kitchen and the bathroom. Your sister was in there talking about taking out walls and reconfiguring the whole kitchen. And I'm just like, that's when I looked at you and said, I'm not contributing to this because it's not a good idea. For one, because just I know your sister would have never, like, they would have started it and stopped, and your mom would have been stuck having to pay all this money for something she didn't want done in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, I'm not doing it now. So because if they're going to be involved, I'm not doing it. And I felt bad for saying that because I wanted everything in my bones to help your mom out, but like, your sister just came in and ruined it. So weird. December 18th, so it's still good. Oh, that's why. Damn it. Why are places like this? Reduced sugar, chocolate milk. Ugh.
It's because it's for kids.
And I'm pretty sure, even though Chick-fil-A says it doesn't use True Moo, it tastes just like True Moo. It's very chalky tasting. I don't know. There's like a big storm supposed to happen this weekend. It's supposed to be like really high winds, possibly knocking out power lines. So if I don't post them, actually, if it happens, I'll be like going live from my phone and be like, "We're in hell, people!" Because tomorrow Justin's got his Christmas party up in Tampa, so I'll be here tomorrow night by myself. Well, with Stid. So I'm not worried about being by myself. I have a ghost that comforts me sometimes. They come and they let me know they're here. So plus I know if someone ever tried to come in my house, Stitch would eat them alive. I actually had a dream about that someone broke into our house and I heard like them screaming because Stitch was attacking them. But then I heard a gunshot, so my heart like dropped and I was hiding in the shower. Like, I know that sounds so cliche, but I went and hid in the shower. And I just sat there and then until the cops like opened the curtains, like, "It's okay, ma'am, we're here." And then I ran out and like, "Where's my dog?" And turned out Justin had beat them there because they did. I had like texted Justin 911, 911, 911, and he actually called 911 and said, "But don't go in the house until I get there because the dog." So, yeah, that was my dream. I have weird dreams sometimes, but
Do you take melatonin?
no, I don't take anything. It doesn't work.
Weird dreams.
Oh, I need to turn the fan on. I'm starting to get hot. What the heck, girl? There it goes. Fix my lovely sweatshirt. This thing does not stay in. Get in there. freaking nugget. Steak. Okay.
We don't want to.
Man.
So what was your thing from the psychic then? If mine was to just go south, what was yours?
What do you mean?
If psychic told me to go south, what did he tell you?
Oh, I didn't ask him about my love life. I forget what I asked him about. Oh no, I asked him if because he told you go south, and so when it was my turn, I said you're telling her to go south, but we planned on going to Arizona. I straight up said that part because I said, so is that not the right path for me? And he just said something along the lines of follow where your heart takes you or something along those lines. And I'm sitting there like, well, my freaking heart is saying freaking Arizona, but I'm not going there by myself. But I never said anything because he almost, in a way, he kind of confirmed Florida by just not saying anything after you said, because first you said Georgia and he said go south, and then you said Florida and he just didn't say anything after that. And so that, to me, that kind of just said confirmed Florida. But when we got down here, things didn't work out for you, but I ended up finding love down here. So I don't know. That's why I said I wonder if because we did the session together, like signals and stuff got crossed. Maybe the message was technically for me, not for you. And I don't know. But that's why I said as a disclaimer for people in the future, if you're doing a psychic reading, make sure you're in there by yourself, not with other people.
Yeah, because we always do ours like together.
Yeah. But we also got better at interpreting things over the years. Well, at least I thought. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Well, we did have separate ones when we were here. And then like you came in and joined me afterwards. And then that was like a pretty accurate one, honestly.
But then I did one by myself too.
Mm-hmm. And we thought those were both pretty accurate though.
Yeah. But the ones that the one we did in Indiana, because she was using cards to help communicate too. Mm-hmm. So she wasn't just doing what the guy in Indiana did, where he tapped into his third eye or third mind or whatever he called it and communed with the spirit world.
Yeah, that can also be like blocked or whatever by there being two people.
Yeah. So
we need to do cards again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe. But should we move into things that irritate me now?
Sure.
All right. So besides crystal, some of the things that irritate me lately are topless trees. So topless trees.
What's a topless tree? You're talking about a tree that doesn't have a topper?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why it drives me nuts. You have this tree decorated beautifully. I do that because some of them aren't that nice looking, in my opinion, but they have no topper on them. And to me, that's incomplete.
Irritate you.
And here's the thing. It doesn't have to be a traditional topper, but, put a bow on it. Put a hat on it. I don't care if you put a red Solo cup on it. Finish that damn tree off.
Red Solo cup.
So,
let's have a party.
I have found some trees that seem to be beautifully decorated, but they have no top. And it just, to me, is a shame because...
Are you going to Photoshop toppers onto them?
What?
Are you going to Photoshop toppers onto them?
I should. For example, see, it's nice, beautifully decorated. Well, again, beauty's interpreted.
And it won. This tree won Christmas.
No, not in my opinion, because there's no freaking topper on it. It's an unfinished tree. Unfinished
tree.
What?
It has a very white tree.
It is very white and blush gold, but there's no topper. It's unfinished. I don't like whiskey. My husband would drink that though, and my dad, but I'm not a whiskey gal. All right, so the next one we're gonna show.
Well, why'd you unshare the screen? I can't see.
I gotta go share it. It was on a different screen. See, again, nicely decorated.
Why are they covering all this shit behind it?
What?
Like they put it in front of pictures. Like they didn't have another place for the like this used to be our family photo album.
Yeah, see, I have something on all of the trees. I even refused to not put something on the outside tree, so I got those bells, and then I put a little ribbon on over the bells so that there was a topper. So yeah, this one. It looks like they got First I was gonna say it looks like they got dinosaurs, but no, that's a giraffe.
Giraffe, an elephant, looks like a deer, a horse, or a zebra.
Yeah, so I mean it's decorated, but no topper. No topper. So then the next one, I'm gonna have to stop sharing. This one really irritates me. Because it looks like I can't tell if it's a real tree or if they stuck a branch in this, like if they stuck extra branches in this tree or what. And so I don't know. It's just weird. And again, beauty is open to interpretation, but to me, it's unfinished because no topper, annoying, and it just looks messy. It looks messy. It looks messy.
The hell is that?
But doesn't it look like they just put a bunch of twigs and pine cones and stuff together?
Yeah. Look, there's a little angel right there. That could be the topper.
Where?
The little angel right there on the side. Your clicker's like right next to it. Yes. That could be the topper.
Well, it's not on top, so.
I'm just saying. There's a little angel. That could be the topper.
This dog could be the topper. And this dog. There's apparently 3 dogs, people.
Yeah, there's a dog on top of a dog.
Yeah.
Look at all those balls on the ground.
Yeah, they could have put some of these baubles on the tree instead of just these 3.
Some of that white stuff could be on top. That little stork right up there could be on top.
Yeah, they could have done so much, but all right. Next one.
Maybe that's an angel. Maybe it's a leaf. I don't know. Their tree is so weird.
Yeah. So this one is the ones I've been seeing a lot on YouTube, and that's where I started getting irritated from, because the other ones were for like magazines and crap. So, those designers are weird anyway, but this one looks like some that I've actually seen on YouTube. And here's the thing. I get if you can't afford a nice topper, but Dollar Tree has toppers, people. For $1.25, it may not be the greatest, but it will do until you can afford something nicer. Put a topper on your tray. That's all I'm asking for. And I don't care. Like I said, get a baseball hat and put it on. I don't care. But don't leave the top of your tree naked. That is irritating. I get irritated very easily when it comes to Christmas stuff. Because for one, at Christmas time, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist and I'm a little disappointed in myself this year because I just did not have it in me to be perfect. I know no one's perfect, but I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying I just didn't have it in me to meet my normal expectations. Oh, and then this beautiful tree here.
No.
This one I can see you not being able to get a traditional topper on unless you trim the top off. But put a hat on it. Put a bow on it. Do something. Jesus. Oh, Dad. Hold on. Hello? Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I want that. Yeah. Okay. I'll buy. Heck yeah. My dad's getting me this. Well, I have to pay him back for it, but he's getting me the animated Mrs. Claus. I have a animated Santa, and I've been looking for the Mrs. Claus. So, all right. Okay, so we're back. We're looking at this tree still, but yeah, I already said my piece on this tree. Now, what really irritates me before we get into I gotta find it. I can't find it. Anyway, what really irritates me that I've seen a lot on people's vlogs this year is just no tree at all. Or not no tree. Not no tree. Not no tree at all. I'm sorry. No ornaments, no topper. They just put their tree up with the pre-lit lights on it and put a skirt under it and they call it done. That really irritates me. Like, why are you even bothering putting a tree up at this point? I don't know. That just really, really irritates me. Again, not hard to do these times. I've been in the, can you guys even, no, you can't see the wind. It's crazy. All right. So, I figured since we were looking at trees that were irritating, let's look at this article. Oh, hell no. Okay, never mind. This is the 50 people who won Christmas with their creative Christmas trees. So we're going to go through these and we're going to talk about them. Because these ones are actually decorated and stuff like that. But all right. So the first one is,
what the hell?
This lady says she always tries to find a tree who they think no one will take home. This year, they have a 14-foot tree that has a 12-inch gap at the top, complete with a mini lumberjack mouse. So they have this. This is how they decorated it. No top, though. You notice that. This one almost made it into my no topper thing, but I wanted to go through this whole article. So, but this is the zoom in. This is what they put in the 12-inch gap. Which, you know, to each their own. But you could have gotten bigger bulbs First of all, they don't have a lot of baubles on their tree anyway. I guess maybe I'm just one of these people that like full trees, even though, you can see my Disney tree back there is very lacking. But they could have got those really big baubles and put them there. I don't know. But that's cute. It's a cute thing for an empty spot on the tree. I like their creativity. I'll say that. The next one is in May this year, my dad passed away and left me his 40-year-old weeping fig tree. Now I'm continuing the tradition of making it our Christmas tree. Not the traditional Christmas tree, but I can respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they put the lights, they put the ornaments. There's really no way to put a topper on that. But it does look like they tried to put a bow right there. So maybe I'll give them some credit for that. Look at me being like, knob.
It's not a Christmas tree.
We know there's some people from our past that would have been like, you're so snobby. All right. My Christmas tree this year, I have been waiting 10 years to put it up. Why? Most of the butterflies were crafted by me in some way. Very happy with how it turned out.
Oh my God.
I mean, you know what? I'm not going to give it props for Christmas, but this would be like a good spring Easter tree.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say Christmas. I think you could have made it more. I think that's probably why they put in the white poinsettias to try to bring in the Christmas, but it kind of loses its Christmassy vibe with all of the pastel ribbon and butterflies and flowers, like spring flowers at the top. It's pretty. It's just not Christmas.
Mm-mm.
All right. So the next one, our teepee tree. So they put up a teepee, put garland down it. The bow should have been a little higher to be considered a topper, in my opinion. But yeah, that's cute. It's creative. It looks like there's a dog in there sleeping. So they basically made a big creative dog bed. This is hardly fine woodworking, but I just made this festive tin can tree decoration with basic pine and a tree branch for a trunk. Love how it turned out. That's cute. It'd be a cute decoration. I wouldn't consider it my Christmas tree, but that's a cute decoration. My rainbow Christmas tree. I was supposed to say, what's so rainbow about it? But I guess the way they did the ornaments.
I don't know.
It's lacking to me. It's pretty, but I wouldn't call it a rainbow tree.
Yeah, it's missing some colors.
Do you get artificial ones or you use real ones, even though he's allergic?
Make him suffer. It's 1 month out of the year.
I turned my regular boring Christmas tree into a Whoville tree. Oh, that's cute. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I put more ornaments on it, but that's cute. I like that. I wonder how they got this. Did they have to like glue the star on, or I wonder how they got that one to work. That's cute. I like this.
Maybe twisty ties?
Maybe. This is a good idea for one of my future rooms, though. If I ever get to the point where I can have a tree in every room, I definitely should do one in Grinch and have a Who tree.
They probably got one of those kind of trees that has like a really bendy top or whatever.
Maybe.
Because you get
Or
those.
maybe they add an additional, like maybe they made an additional top off the tree. I don't know.
When you get some kind of trees like that, and the top is like really, really flexible, when you can get them to do that pretty easy.
Yeah. So just artificial trees then? Or like no trees at all? Well, you said you had trees, so.
Use fake ones.
That's what I just said. All right, so the next one is this Christmas tree made out of old street lights.
Ew.
That's kind of cute. I mean, it's an outside tree, obviously, but I kind of, it's interesting. It's definitely an artistic
Modern
piece.
art.
But I wonder if they leave that up all year, or because there's nothing really Christmas about it. It just looks like a tree. So why not leave it up all year? I think if you could switch out like the colors of the lights, it would make it more Christmassy. Like switch out the bulbs to like more Christmassy colors. But it's neat. Don't ask me why I'm still drinking this nasty ass chocolate milk, but my flatmate's Christmas tree, rolled magazine paper and glue.
Ew.
That's kind of cool. No topper though. They missed out there. They should have made a bookstore or something like that. That's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
6-meter high Christmas tree, Treviso, Italy, made with 1,300 donated crochet squares.
Oh God.
Wow. But you know what? It's got a topper. That's kind of neat, though. I could see that as like a smaller version being like a good decoration in the house.
Just think of all the little nanas that crocheted that.
Yeah. Vintage ceramic tree belonged to my grandparents.
That is vintage. I think my mom had one like that.
Yeah, this is a lot better than the new crap they make these days. This Christmas tree wins. It's one of those upside down trees that they put a UFO on top. I love it. Oh, and it looks like they got balloons or something.
It's sucking up a cow.
Yeah. That cat, though, that cat's face just like, why do I live here? Wow. This Eula Pool Christmas tree has to be one of the most unique and distinctive made. About 400 fishing creoles. It celebrates the town's close links with the sea.
Ooh, pretty.
It is pretty. Oh, okay. That's what a creole is. Like a little cage. That's cute.
No crabs going there.
No,
Under the sea.
This one is for fishing. This one's for fish.
I know, but this is great. Under the sea.
This is a really cute idea for like a fishing town or something like, a sea town.
Mm-hmm.
That is cute. I like that. And they have a topper, so they get extra points.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Joe's tree at McLaren's Lodge in San Francisco, California, in all its glory.
No topper.
I mean, it looks like he tried to put a topper right here. It's definitely interesting. I feel like possibly there's some parts of the tree that are dying.
Poor tree.
Just looking at it, there's definitely something wrong with it. Like if you like look past all the lights and stuff itself, there's definitely something wrong with the tree. You can definitely see that it's sick or something like that. But it does look like you put a topper, you just can't tell it's a topper. See how it's bright white up here? This Christmas tree at my OBGYN's office.
Oh Lord. No.
Oh
no. Uteri.
Look at the little sperms. Look at this one. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh. I mean, how do you talk your staff into doing this? Hey, we need to make some ovary ornaments. What should we do? Let's make them look like reindeers. Okay, what about we can make sperms. Oh, that's funny. The Christmas tree made of flamingos at the Philadelphia Zoo Christmas light display.
Ooh. That's a lot of flamingos.
That's a lot of flamingos. Lots of flamingos. My space-themed Christmas tree. Yes, they need to make pickled eggs. So this person made the sun the topper, and then they have all the planets on the tree. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the little...
I like that little skirt.
Yeah.
Tree skirt.
I got my Christmas tree made out of flowers. I'm sorry. It's pretty, but again, more closer to like Easter, spring, not Christmas.
Valentine's Day.
Something. Christmassy. I'm very traditional when it comes to Christmas. So like when people modernize things, I don't tend to be very happy about it. And I get everyone has their own thing, but I don't know. I love the peppermint tree and wanted to share it. See, I don't think they have a topper on it, but it might be cut off. I don't know. It's cute. You know, it needs a little bit of ribbon tucked into it. I want to do a peppermint tree one year, but I want to wait until I get where I'm putting trees in like all of the rooms. And then I'll like do different things in each room. Y'all, we can live stream to ignore using StreamYard. Well, on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube, because last I looked, I wasn't able to invite guests, but they might have changed it. I don't know. Maybe they realized everyone was using StreamYard and did an update or something. Toddler pet-friendly Christmas tree fort. Aw. So again, kind of like another teepee tree. Christmas tree in downtown Detroit at Beacon Park on a snowy night. Do better, Detroit. I'm so mean. It didn't used to, but I haven't tried in a while, so. Christmas snake. I don't know if I want to look at this. Oh, a snake plant.
Oh, yeah. Mother-in-law tongue or whatever. My mom used to have one of those.
My aunt propagated some succulents and turned them into a Christmas tree.
Oh.
That's cute. What does she do after Christmas? She just takes the ornaments off of it and keeps it as a tree?
You can separate them, I think, but if she wants them like that, then...
My rainbow Christmas tree with bonus cat friend. Okay. See, now this is more of a rainbow tree.
It's a large cat.
Yeah, he's cute. But see, this is much better rainbow tree than that last rainbow tree we looked at.
Mm-hmm.
At 35 years old, I finally have a Christmas tree of my very own.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess this is a dude. That's all I'm gonna say. This has got to be a dude's tree. It's giving outside decoration almost.
It's giving like what, Sheldon?
Oh, yeah. Village Christmas tree. Justin's gonna build me one of these when we get settled in our permanent home. Better than this, but because I'm not gonna have my nativity on it, but we're gonna have like trains in our village, and I think at the very top will be like the church or something like that. I don't know yet. I have a lot of churches, so. Very special made tree this year. Crafted each one till I ran out of space.
Mario.
Oh, those look like those what are those called? Where you put the plastic and stuff together and like kind of melt them together.
Oh,
Oh, they ruined it with the tree skirt. Oh, missed opportunity.
Oh, those one things where like you put them in like the microwave or whatever, and or the oven, and they shrink them or something like that.
No, I don't think they're shrinky dinks. Because these ones you can still kind of see the pixels. I don't remember what they're called.
Diamond art, maybe.
It might be diamond art because it is kind of shiny. I don't know. I love it or hate it. If something Christmas tree is here to stay.
Ooh,
It looks like a wedding cake with a Christmas tree on top.
It really does. That reminds me to get cake for today.
Any place that's giving cake away?
Probably no, just probably like a grocery store or something, and just grab some.
So this one is another quilted tree in Dublin, Ireland. So quilted trees must be in.
Everyone's so crafty.
It's not quite the North Pole, but it'll do.
Ooh, Northern Lights.
I do like that, the way that topper does Northern Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Nice traditional Christmas tree. Christmas tree made out of recycled bottles.
What the?
It's interesting. I made our Christmas tree out of books this year.
Hmm.
Hey, at least she put a plant on top.
Made a topper.
Which one were you saying is cool? The recycled bottles, the Northern Lights? Sorry, I just happened to look over.
I don't see any recycled bottles.
It's these. They have them like sticking in like this. So it's you're seeing the butt end of all the bottles, and I do kind of like the book tree. I think they should have put color lights on it and maybe like a Santa hat on the plant.
Another rainbow
And
tree?
if they really wanted to be extra, they would buy only books about Christmas to make the Christmas book tree. Another rainbow tree.
That one's kind of lame.
Yeah, it's okay.
It has a topper.
It's got a Lego base. Or is that a present?
Don't know. It's a present.
Yes, I could make a mini book tree. I got rid of almost all my books, so Christmas tree in Vancouver is a different kind of magic. Cool. Oh, it's a walk-through Christmas tree. That's fun. That is fun. That is fun. This one. Every year my mom comes to visit and complains we don't have a Christmas tree. Thinks she'll complain this year. I'm just going to say, I hope that box is empty, that you got an empty box from someone, because otherwise you're just wasting your dumbass money by letting the Christmas tree sit there with light not opened with lights wrapped around the box. Just saying. Hold on. Here we go. A few more replies. Nope, doesn't say anything. Merry Christmas, everyone. Here's the thing. It's to each their own. I'm just not like a full pastel for Christmas person. Like my Mickey tree has pastel lights on it, but that's because that's what looks good with the white tree. But my ornaments and my other decorations on it have very traditional colors. Well, I can't say the ornaments because they're all Disney ornaments, but like my Christmas pom-pom things, they're all traditional colors. I don't even know if you guys can see the tree today. I don't know. But I don't know. This just screams baby shower to me. Sorry. I'm trying to like it, but it just doesn't scream Christmas.
Don't make yourself like something that's like weird.
And again, to each their own. To each their own.
You don't have to be nice either. Just say no.
I'm a traditionalist and I'm a nice person.
Yeah, well.
Our Christmas tree this year, we made all the ornaments as well. We had a tree like that one year, but we also had a big old other tree. This was the one we did this in the dining room, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I love how they have a star up top and a star as the base.
Yep. You need to get back in the spirit of telling people how you really feel and not just me.
Yeah, well, I try to be a nice person.
Yeah, well, you just got to be like, no.
Here's another village tree.
That's actually kind of cute.
Yeah, it's closer to what I'm wanting. I want mine to be a little bit bigger.
I like little.
I want my village to be so massive. People are like, I wish I lived there.
That was like one of my favorite things that when I worked at Kohl's, like at Christmas time, because I put that little village out.
Yeah, that's how it is with me and my husband, Michelle. I'm the Christmas person and he's the Grinch. What'd you say, Crystal? I'm sorry. I was reading her thing.
I said that was my favorite thing when I worked at Kohl's at Christmas time because we put the village out.
Oh, yeah. I love the village. Another crocheted Christmas tree. This one doesn't seem like it's complete. But maybe that's all they were able to get done.
No, you never know. All those nanas were crocheting and they got tired.
Yeah. I made a Christmas tree topper of the Orion spacecraft orbiting the moon. But you know what? Props, dude, for topper.
Go NASA.
Made out of latex gloves. Christmas is just around the corner. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dehydrated citrus Christmas tree.
That's interesting.
I've seen people put dehydrated fruit on their actual tree, but never making a tree solely from dehydrated fruit. It's interesting. Not my cup of tea, but interesting.
I just wonder how long it'll last, though.
Dehydrated fruit will last years and years and years.
No, I mean like that on the tree.
Oh, I don't know. This Christmas tree is made of crab traps and buoys.
That's odd.
It's almost the same as the last one we saw.
Well, that one was all lit up and pretty. This one is just kind of like...
Here it is.
Does it light up and get pretty, or is it just like that?
No, it might light up and these people just weren't there at nighttime. I don't know. Christmas tree. That's just the description. Christmas. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I like. I talk about being a traditionalist, but
It's grayscale.
I low-key like this. It's
making me wonder, like, is the tree grayscale, or is the picture, like, did they, like, photo it in grayscale?
No, I'm pretty sure the tree's grayscale because if you look back here, this is like a greenish wall. The floors are brown.
I know photo effect something to turn something grayscale. So did they do it on purpose, or?
No, I'm pretty sure that's the tree. I'm pretty sure it's like a white flocked tree with white lights, and they did black beads and black topper, black and white ornaments, and they even have like the buffalo check thing going on.
That's just so weird.
I like it. It reminds me of my soul.
Well, I know your soul is black and everything. I do see some green in the tree, I guess.
Yeah, a little.
Monochrome.
12 months of Christmas tree, spring, Easter.
Dear God, why?
Why is it on this list? It's not Christmas. It's literally, you just said it, spring, Easter. We're skipping it.
One of those.
You know what? But I originally wanted to get married in December, and this would have been like something that would have been at the wedding because it would have been blue. It would have been like a Winter Wonderland themed wedding if I would have got married in December. So.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's like overly fancy and over the top, and
yeah. I'm very happy with the results.
That's
cute.
Looks like
that's
Christmas
cute.
grew up on the tree.
They got an elf up here. They got the Grinch coming out of the tree down here.
I'm saying it's like Christmas threw up in the tree.
That's right, it did. That's a great Christmas tree right there. You got Santa climbing up right here. It just kind of looks like they couldn't decide if they wanted to do an elf theme or a Grinch theme because they got North Pole stuff, they got Whoville stuff, and they got both elf and Grinch.
Are we doing traditional Santa, or are we doing the Grinch, and we doing?
Or it was a couple that's like, no, I want to do elf. No, I want to do Grinch. Fine.
Are we doing a Dr. Seuss, or are we doing a traditional Santa Claus? I think we should do both.
That is chaos, and I mean that in the best way possible. I'm not sure if we're celebrating Christmas or getting ready to burn witches. Oh my God, I'm so looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. Look at the people around it too. They look so confused.
Yeah, they're like,
They don't know if we're burning witches or not either.
That person right there is thinking, shit, I hope they don't know.
It's Australia too, because it says .au up there.
Wow.
Can they
Why not both? Why not both?
Yes, we can burn the witches.
It's very, 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 very. It is. You know what? I give them props because I'm pretty sure I don't even know what this is. It looks like a restaurant or something, a food court maybe.
It does. You know, that would come in handy if if you were just there and someone started like cackling or something. You know, he's like, we can burn you right here, right now. It's ready. We will celebrate Christmas while we're burning you. We will sing carols.
A Christmas tree fit for a queen, custom Mariah-fied tree. Oh my God.
Oh no. No.
Oh my God. And that's at some sort of rush. It's in Canada.
Where's her arm?
It's poking out this way.
One of them is that one out there too, or is it gone?
Oh wait. Oh no, she's holding a microphone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, she's only got one on.
Maybe this is a bar or something.
Maybe.
Because there's a bunch of alcohol back here.
You would need the alcohol to be able to withstand a Mariah tree.
Hey, she's got 2 good songs for Christmas.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
I don't
want.
So
I wonder that they put Mariah and not Celine. If that really is Canada, you would think.
Well, I just wonder because look.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's Canada. That could just mean that.
But I wonder if this is Celine and whoever took the picture decided it was Mariah.
I don't know. It looks like Mariah though. That looks like her figure.
Yeah. I don't want to business. Oh, that was the last one. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Is you.
What? You gotta go party? Yeah.
I can't go by myself. It's scary back there.
Well, every now and then, but sometimes she wants me to take her. Do you want me to take you or no? You're running away.
No, I just want a wine today. Muse.
Let me take you or no?
Man, that wind is just a blowing.
Let me take you? Let me take you? You go away. So do you not want me to take you? Then you come back. Do you want me to take you?
Oh, look, Pocahontas turned back around. Did Miko?
Pocahontas is showing her ass.
Nope, Miko's still facing inside. For some reason, some of my Disney ornaments, all of them were facing outwards, but now some of them are facing into the tree. I don't get it.
I don't either. Let me take you or no?
Oh, man.
Let me take you? Let me take you?
Who am I going to shout out for tomorrow?
Let me take you? I'll be right back.
Okay.
She's decided she wants to go.
Okay. Good for her. Good for her. Good for her. Good for her. I didn't look up any news articles. I figured I'd be able to complain about topless trees for a while, but let's see what's in the news today, shall we? Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. So, what are you having for dinner? We're having Chinese food. I'm going to put in the order at 5 o'clock, but. Well, this one was actual news. I don't care about news either, but I figured let's see what's currently happening in the world today, but nothing fun. Apparently Putin is jailed. I don't know. I stopped for the damn fam. What you gotta explain to me hamburger surprise, because I've made a hamburger thing, but it was like I called it hamburger casserole, but it was hamburger, macaroni and cheese, mixed veggies,
Okay.
or cheese. I've also made hamburger surprise with hamburger, like those little hash brown potatoes, cream of whatever soups I had, and cheese. Everything has cheese in it. Just Fridays is always hit and miss because we either meet for dinner or I have them bring something home, and I just don't feel like going out. So
You said you had to order food.
Yeah, we're gonna get Chinese food today.
Ooh, Chinese.
Yeah, we haven't had Chinese in a while, mainly because we can't find anything amazing around here. The one that we normally get is okay, but it's not the greatest. I just miss good Chinese food. We haven't had good Chinese food since Indiana. That's sad.
We have good Chinese here. I haven't had it in a while though, but there's a place here that's like really, really good.
I love how she says cheese product slices. Next, there's good crispy tater. Okay, so it's almost like a tater tot casserole then. I don't use cheese product slices, so
I
use
do. I got
well,
some
I
in the
guess
fridge right now.
what?
I got some in the fridge right now.
What the like the Kraft? Well,
Yep.
not necessarily Kraft, but you know what I mean, the American Kraft.
Yep.
No, I have sliced cheese, but it's like Sargento type cheese, which I'm pretty sure still got a lot of preservatives in it, but it's not the oil cheese. I told Justin a long time ago that
What?
I'm not going to eat that crap no more. We could just go cheeseless before I buy American cheese. I've never really cared for American cheese. It's okay on a grilled cheese sandwich, but that's about it. I don't like it on anything else, but now I've been making grilled cheese sandwiches with cheddar and a Monterey Jack, or sometimes pepper jack. Sometimes, it's always two different cheeses. I want to buy some Gruyere. I bet you that would make a great grilled cheese and cheddar, or Gruyere and cheddar grilled cheese. I bet that would be delicious.
I've never had Gruyere.
Oh my God, it's so good. And brie, oh my God, we got a brie dip at Cheesecake Factory last year when we did my mom's memorial thing, and it was dip that with the green apple slices. Oh my God. I love how she calls them the damn fam. I don't know. I might try it though. I might try it. I love Gruyere cheese. I don't know. It's really good in macaroni and cheese. I have put it in macaroni before. Gosh. Oh, but yeah. My dad claims he's not going for my mom's memorial thing this year, so I might see if Justin wants to go, and if Justin wants to go, I'll see if they'll watch Stitch, and if they'll watch Stitch, we can stay at Brandon's house. If they won't watch Stitch and Justin wants to go, I guess we're gonna stay at my older brother's house, Robbie's house. But yeah, I don't know. We need another person. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pay even more for my food, because Cheesecake Factory has the two can dine for 99. Well, I think it's more than 99.99 now, but basically $100.
Two can dine for $100 at Cheesecake Factory?
Not Cheesecake Factory, Melting Pot.
I was going to say that's expensive for Cheesecake Factory.
No, the Melting Pot. I must really want to go back to the Cheesecake Factory again. That damn truffle chicken, man. Oh my God. Oh, I love that shit.
Melting Pot makes sense. That place is expensive.
That's why we only go for my mom's memorial thing. So, and last year Dad was like, next year we should do something different. And I'm just like, and now he's like, I'm not coming next. I'm not going to go next year. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Your choice. So I told my brothers, I said, I don't care what you guys want to do. I'll still be going up to Indiana and doing all the things. So if it's just me at the melting pot, it's just me at the melting pot. And they're like, no, we're going to do it for as long as everyone wants to do it. And I'm like, okay. So.
Yeah, we have a melting pot here. I got something for one of my birthday things once, but I never used it because it was only like for so much off.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't a free thing.
Right.
And I forget how much I had to spend in order to be able to use it. So I think you had to spend like 40 or 50 in order to use it. So I was like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it gave you like a good percentage off, but you had to spend like almost $50, I think, in order to get that percentage off.
It's definitely expensive, but it's an experience.
Nope.
If you like fondue. If you don't like fondue, it's not for people who don't like fondue.
Well, I do, but there's also the fact that I'd have to be going in alone and
Right.
dine in too.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really don't want to do it by myself, and then like paying all that money and everything just to go in there and not even know if I would like it or not.
Yeah.
Because I had never been, and it was just to try like a birthday coupon, and so I really didn't see the point.
Yeah.
So I never did it, but I get them like every year because it's one of those birthday things or whatever that I get like every year, like ever since I moved here, because they send me one just because I live here.
Interesting.
Because I don't remember signing up for it, but I think it's just because like there's one nearby or whatever, and so I'm in the proximity, and so they send me something.
I just wonder how they knew when it was your birthday.
I think because they're linked up with another one that I'm signed up to.
Mm.
And so the company that they're with or whatever, that's how I got it. Because I don't know how I got it either. Because I was kind of shocked that I got it. I have no idea who they're under.
They're owned by the Filmin LLC. They also include Ruth Chris Steak. Oh, Darden. They're owned by Darden. So
Yeah,
Darden has like Olive Garden and
I'm with Olive Garden for sure.
But Ruth Chris, Capital Grill, PF Chang's.
Yeah, I'm with them too, I think.
Let me look at the whole list.
I was gonna say, because I don't know how I got with them or not, because I started I get like all these emails now because of my birthday, and the melting pot was one of the ones that popped up. And I'm like, dude, I've never been there. But
Longhorn Steakhouse, Cheddar's, Seasons 52, Eddie V's, Bahama Breeze. Those are some of the other ones. It no longer owns Red Lobster. That's interesting. They sold Red Lobster sold the Red Lobster like whole thing in 2014. Interesting. But yeah. So that would probably be why you get things then if you're linked with Olive Garden. What do you get from Olive Garden? Have you even looked?
I think they're only offering me a free dessert.
I don't know. You hear me yelling at you in your last video, Melissa? No. You were yelling at me? Oh, yeah, I answered you back. I haven't checked to see if you made a rebuttal to that. Nope, you haven't. said, oh yeah, mug. That's why I didn't remember, because it's not a very memorable root beer. I don't know. I don't like. I don't know why I don't like mug root beer. I don't like a lot of Pepsi products in general. Mountain Dew was the only Pepsi product I ever really liked, and I don't even drink that anymore. So I think that's part of why I keep putting off going to Taco Bell, because they don't really have anything I drink there. And a lot of times they'll be like, we don't have tea right now. I don't think Crystal's noticed I posted a video today, because she didn't yell at me yet. So,
What video?
my today's video.
Oh no. Why would I yell at you?
I don't know.
Oh God, what'd you do? Is this gonna be one of those mouse in the cow?
My husband loves Pepsi product, like Pepsi over Coke, but I've just always been a Coke gal. And I can't say that that's always been the case for my family, because growing up, my mom would just buy whatever was on sale, whether it be Coke or Pepsi. But when we moved to Georgia, it's a Coke state, so Coke was almost always on sale there. Very rarely did Pepsi ever go on sale in the state of Georgia. So we drunk Coke products. So I don't know. I can't even drink a regular Coke anymore. Like Diet Coke, if I'm drinking like Coke, like soda, like normal soda, it has to be Diet Coke. Coke Zero or Coke Zero Cherry. I like cherry Coke, but I don't like Coke Zero or regular Coke. It's too sweet. That coming from someone who's like literally sitting here drinking orange soda.
What did you do? You got my intro in your video.
Yep. That's not what I thought you would yell at me for.
Well, we got the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's what I thought you would yell at me for, the thumbnail.
That's an old version of me.
Right before you moved to Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we went to SeaWorld. It was the only picture I could find where I was making a face. And that you actually looked happy, because some of the other ones that you're sitting there like this. I'm just like, Sourpuss!
It's my natural look.
Oh, I've been to the World of Coke. I actually need to go back, because Justin broke my free Coca-Cola that they gave you. Well, I don't know if they still give you the free Coca-Cola bottle, but Justin accidentally broke mine, and I told him we have to go back to the World of Coke. What?
I said, sure, it was an accident.
But last time I went with my older brother and sister-in-law. And this was, God, it was a long time ago, because my niece was still a baby then. But there was this soda there that, oh, it was so gross. So gross. Oh my God. I wish I remembered where it was from. I want to say it was like from India or something. I don't know. It was disgusting. I was just like, nah, I'll pass. But But yeah, we went to the World of Coke, and then we went to the Georgia Aquarium the same day because they were 2 for, like, you buy a combo ticket sort of thing. That was in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know if there's another World of Coke somewhere else, but that's the one we went to.
I love Pepsi. I love Pepsi. My
favorite.
You know I'm a Pepsi one. I love Pepsi.
Where's your hometown? Is it like Tennessee? I'm just assuming because I know that's where you live. Does Gatlinburg have one now? Pigeon Forge? I don't know how close you live to there. I know they just got God, my dad just went and they had a new restaurant there, and now I can't even think of what it is, but it's close to the Paula Deen restaurant. Oh, Atlanta's your hometown. Okay. So you're a Georgia girl. I lived in Georgia for years. I miss it. I've told Justin already that I would go back to Georgia in a heartbeat. But, you know, his job's here. You're on the opposite side of Seaverville. Georgia peach that doesn't like peach.
The peach tea. I'm hungry. That's my problem.
I'm just tired.
I'm tired too.
And my head still hurts. The Tylenol didn't work. I've had a headache these past couple days. I thought it was like caffeine withdrawal, so I drank my last Monster yesterday, but the headache didn't go away, so I don't think it's caffeine withdrawal.
You had like cocoa or something, so you've had caffeine.
Right under the boot. Okay, so you probably live up there by like the Bates family. They live in Rockville. Hold on, I might be on the other side of Tennessee. Not Rockville, Rocky Top. They live in Rocky Top.
She lives her life by reality television.
Well, Marina lives up in that area too. She's on YouTube.
Like I said, reality television.
The boot. I'm right under the boot of Kentucky. Where is... Now I gotta find Bentucky and find the boot of Bentucky. There's Bentucky. Boot. This does not do a very good view for me. I have a lot of family that lives over in Bowling Green in near Bowling Green in Kentucky. That's not what I want. Here we go. Okay, other side of Nashville then. Almost the other side of the state. Good old Memphis. I'm never going to forget our trip to Memphis.
I nearly died.
I know. Why am I laughing about it? But yeah, we nearly died.
We just wanted to see Graceland.
All I wanted to do was see Graceland. I wanted to see where good old Elvis lived, and these people tried to send me off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man. Okay, well, Crystal and I have been to Nashville before. That was a good trip.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite building is in Nashville. As weird as that sounds to my favorite building is the AT&T building in downtown Nashville. I don't know why. I just love that building. Just the outside of it. I've never been inside, so. Well, you know, a little too late for that, Michelle. This was years ago. We stopped at a gas station, asked for directions, and these people literally sent us down almost to our death. If I wouldn't have stopped and we got out of the car and looked, we would have drove off of a cliff. So after that, I was a little hesitant about even talking to anyone in Tennessee. Oh, man.
Yeah, we thought it was safe because it was a gas station, but no.
Yeah, this. And we knew we weren't going to be able to go into Graceland. It was late. Like, we knew it was already closed. We just wanted to drive by and look at it.
And that's literally all we said, too. We just wanted to drive by, and that's all we asked for.
Right. Could you point us in the direction towards Graceland? We just want to drive by it before we head out of town. And this person went and gave us directions to go off a cliff. So. They were very rude. They didn't seem rude at the time until we almost died. And then we're like, man, that person was an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I followed the directions exactly. So, and even at some point, I looked at Crystal and said, I don't think this is right because it took us off of a main road.
Yeah.
That wasn't even on our directions. I would have remembered old Bossy Cow. No, they told us to go down. I forget, but then turn. And so we turned, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just looping us around or something like that because it took us off of a main road. And then it took us down another side road and down another side road and down another side road. And I'm like, I don't think this is taking us to Graceland. And for all I know, maybe it was going to drop us off the cliff into Graceland. I don't know.
Yeah, like the next morning, we went like one road down or whatever, and then we're driving down, and we're like, "Holy shit, there it is!" We like just happened to look out the window and drove by it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we saw the Lisa Marie, and we're like, oh, there's Lisa Marie, and we looked across, and yeah, you can't see actual Graceland from that road, but it was like the gate and stuff was lit up, and there was a big sign that said Graceland, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they didn't even have us anywhere near it.
No, because I forget where we were going the next day. I think we were going for breakfast or some shit, because we weren't even looking for it the next day.
No, because we were driving through Memphis. We were going down to Arkansas. That's when we went to go to the Little Rock. But I don't know where we were initially going.
Yeah, because we weren't looking for it when we found it, because we were going somewhere else, and we just happened to look over, and we're like, "Oh, there's Graceland."
Yeah.
Because we had given up on it because we almost died trying to find it the night before.
Yeah.
So
and
we
then
had a lost cause.
And then we both said, well, we're never going back to Memphis again. And I don't think I've ever been back.
No. But, yeah, we had basically given up on it or whatever. And then the next day we're just driving somewhere else. And we just happened to look over and there it was. Well, okay, yeah. there we go. We've seen Graceland.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I forget. I really wish I could remember what trip that was that we decided to go that route. It might have been for Jennifer's wedding because we said, well, if we're going down there, we're not just going to go for the wedding. What else do we want to do?
It might have been.
And we might have like circled and come back. Oh, it was that because remember we went through Arkansas and came through Alabama, and then Alabama took us through all those like really sharp fall to your death roads to get back into Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It was her wedding. It had to have been her wedding. But I don't know. It was crazy times. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I only have 8 people on my list left. Crap. Oh, no. 9. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 2 more because I'm going to the 26th. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll look. Maybe I'll shout out Sam and Colby or something. I was trying not to put any of my paranormal channels as shout outs, but they might end up being shout outs. I gave them an honorable mention in one of my videos. All right. Do you have anything else in particular you would like to talk about? Or are we ready to end this? Or Michelle, do you have anything you would like to talk about before we end this? Or
my family has finally like given me their yearly like happy birthdays. So
oh, they're obligated happy birthdays.
Yeah.
Well, they're They're not obligated, but they probably feel like they are. If we don't say it, she's gonna not talk to us like you talk to them anyway. I'm surprised Brittany hasn't figured out how to come visit you again.
Oh, God. Well, the last time they did was because everyone was given stimulus checks.
Mm. She needs to come visit you without Keisha. She might actually enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what happened last time. Is like one of them got pissed off, and so they decided to leave. And it's like, okay, that's nice.
Thanks for coming.
Basically.
She's got her boyfriend and everything now. Supposedly.
Brittany's had one for a while, unless she's got a new one.
No, I don't pay attention. She stopped talking to me, so I don't really pay attention to her. As mean as that sounds, but like, yeah, we're glad you came and joined us. It was nice having you. Good conversation.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna go and hang out with your friend today.
Was that this? That was last week, wasn't it?
I thought it was this week that she was gonna go do that. Because you were telling her to celebrate Birthmas while she was out.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't remember stuff. It's probably very apparent to people who watch my videos. They're probably like, this girl is literally going senile.
You know, they don't really care. I honestly think they just
she said that that's what you should have said to your damn fam.
honestly, they most likely just came out here because, you know, they were spending a fucking stimulus check and that's all it was. It was basically just part of a vacation. They came out here and then when they got pissed off, they went like on another trip.
Oh, okay. That makes sense though, to hold out then. Yeah, your family doesn't do anything out of the kindness of their heart. There's always something behind it.
Nope. Like they're always going to like Myrtle Beach and shit like that. I mean, Keisha, when she called me the other day or whatever, she was saying she was talking about a trip that she took with Gail or whatever to Myrtle Beach, and Gail made her drive, and I'm just like, I don't really care.
I'm like, well, at least she didn't come to Tulsa.
Nope. They've mentioned coming out here before, and I didn't say anything to it, and I'm just like, please don't.
They probably looked it up and like, oh, there's nothing really to do there. I mean, there is stuff to do there, but to them, the stuff they like to do, they'd be like, oh, there's nothing to do there.
I mean, there's plenty to do here, but, you know, like, we have, like, the river and stuff, but they like to go to the beach. And there's no beach on our river.
Right.
At least not that I know of. I mean, there might be areas and stuff where you can get into the water and stuff like that, but it's probably more for, like, if you want to get out on, like, a riverboat or something like that.
Probably.
Because I've seen people that have, like, riverboats and stuff like that, like tracks, you know, like with that have trucks and, you know, and they have little riverboats and stuff. So they probably have little areas and stuff where they go and they go out on the river and stuff like that. But, you know, that would be as close as you can get to like on the beach. but because there really is no area where you can go out onto the water or anything without doing some kind of thing like that, and that's what they would want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, no.
I don't want you here anyway.
I'm sure there probably is some kind of party cove or something, and that's probably what they would, that's the kind of stuff that they would be into. But I don't know where that kind of stuff is because I don't do that kind of stuff. But it may not necessarily be like in this area. There might be like other areas around here where it's located at. I don't know.
I don't know. We don't do that sort of stuff when I'm out there. So
no, that's what I'm talking about. So it might
maybe
be
next time I come out there, I'm going to be like, we're going to go out and party. We're going to go find all the hot spots.
It might be up around Jinx or something. That might be where that kind of stuff is because that's where the bridges and stuff are.
Yeah.
Across the ocean, that's down around Jinx.
Did you say cross the ocean?
I meant the river.
Let's say, wait a minute. When did Oklahoma become a sea?
It went from river to ocean, but you know what I meant. But that's most likely where they're at, is around Jinx, is those areas that we're thinking of. Is probably in the Jinx area.
I don't know. I still want to go to the Pioneer Woman store or wherever cafe, her restaurant thing that she has out there.
I don't know if that's in this area or if that's somewhere in some wagon or something, isn't it?
Yeah, we looked it up. It was like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not here. It's away from here. I think it's in like Wagoner or something.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean I still don't want to go.
Go. It would just be a trip from here.
I know.
Don't die.
I wasn't dying. I just.
What do you want?
She wants to be annoying.
She does. She wants attention. I don't know why. You had treats. You want party. You're getting attention. Yes, ma'am. Don't. You're gonna fall.
Maybe I should set up a live stream one day where it just follows Stitch around.
Oh, Lord. Stitch cam.
Like, get one of those GoPro things and hook it to him somehow where it's got where it hangs down and looks at his face. You want to do that? You want to have your own channel?
You know, if you had it pointed at his face, he'd fog the camera up.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Thank you. Look. You're on camera.
You're on candy camera.
Have a good weekend, Michelle. We're about to end this anyway. So, hold on. You should part scheduling these in advance, or do you know? I never get the. I don't normally schedule in advance, but I can start.
She's supposed to.
Stitch could have his own channel, yes. Oh, she thinks you're a star, buddy.
I thought about doing something with Pesh.
Lazy fat cat.
Sleep. Yeah, all she does is sleep.
Okay, yeah, I'll start doing that. Thanks. I honestly didn't even think about it. So I'll probably start just making like a generic thumbnail and then changing it the day of.
She wants to be YouTube fabulous, but she doesn't want to do
Because
anything.
if I don't put a thumbnail, it makes it like the channel art or something. Yeah. Okay. I'll start doing that. I don't know what is next week anyway? I know next weekend is like Christmas.
Yeah.
Or the 22nd. So yeah, I'll be here the 22nd. So Saturday we have Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Not this Saturday. Next Saturday we have Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So, all right. So we'll be back next weekend. We'll probably like talk Christmas or some crap like that. I don't know. We'll see. I like it better now that we're not having like really set topics. So like I'll think of something that irritates me, and that's what we talk about usually.
It'll be Christmas. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week, hopefully. I need to like learn how to braid my hair. It's starting to get long enough that I should be able to do it.
Braiding is easy.
Yeah. I'm talking like where it's, I don't know. Because I can't see it if I want it to be in the back. And I would want it to start up higher. Like up here is where I would want it to start and then braid down. But I'm not good at hair. That's why my hair always looks like crap.
I learned how to French braid by watching someone else do theirs.
I'd get frustrated and pissed off and just cut my hair. All right. Well, let's end this. And if you think of any topics you want to talk about for sure next week, then bring them to the table. Let me know for the title, because I'm just going to make a generic title and thumbnail and share it early. So but I gotta pee, and I am going to go sit down and watch TV and probably pray that my head blows off.
Well, that's not a good thing to pray for.
But my head hurts. And I gotta pee. as I keep drinking of stuff, I gotta pee. All right, well, we made it at least to Trisha Paytas length, so
we've gone further than this.
I know. I'm saying that. Remember, I made the comment that she does a 2.5 hour long podcast, so we're good with her 4 hours. Because I was always sitting there like, we need to figure out how to make it shorter. No one's joining us because we spend 4 hours on here. Oh man. All right. Well, let's end this, and we'll get off, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Peace. Love.
Bye-bye.
Bye, people.